Crafty Happy Girl here with you. It's My Heart of Thanksgiving time, 2023, and I am going to be showing you a little gratitude journal that I made for one of my friends. It's going to be coming over for Thanksgiving dinner this year. I'm also actually going to use it as a placeholder in my table setting. And here are the flashcards that I'm going to be using. These are from my Heart of Thanksgiving kit for this year, The King's Daughter from Pink Paper Peppermints. And I'm using actually the manila ones. The colored ones are super bright and pretty, but I actually just chose to use the brown and tan ones just because they kind of went a little bit more with my decor and my dishes. And so here I am just showing you. It looks a little weird now, but believe me, it's going to turn out and you'll understand it a little bit more as we get through. But I'm actually going to also use a little paper bag as the main kind of book. And what I did with these cards is that I wanted to include them in the book, but as kind of like a little page. And I also thought it could be a secret journaling spot also. So I took a little piece of scratch paper and I glued it to the back of each card. And then I took a piece of paper and I glued it to the front. And so on the left side, I used two different pieces of paper with a little one in the crease. And then I thought, oh my gosh, it'll be so much easier if I just cut one piece, fold it, and then glue that piece to the back of the flash card, and then glue the other piece, the other card to the top. And so I, of course, thought of this after I did the first one, and I actually did the paper upside down. So you really have to pay attention to how you are actually gluing the cards because, you might glue them upside down. But if you like that, then that's good. I do like my cards right side up so I can read them, but I don't really care about, measurements or anything like that if paper's showing or whatnot. But I do like to make sure that they are semi, straight and all that good stuff. But sometimes glue gets just everywhere with using the glue stick. I usually have a piece of paper that I put under it, and I'm gluing, and then I can throw and I can toss that piece of paper. So here they are with the paper glued inside. So like I said, this one has one piece, and then the other one has two pieces. I mean, they look pretty much the same. So I thought they turned out really well that way. And I actually, those two pieces of paper were just like kind of scratch papers that I had, vintage ones in my stash. And then these guys, I'm actually, instead of doing like secret journal spots, I'm going to make these little pockets. And instead of stapling or sewing or that kind of thing, I'm actually going to use my glue stick. And I first started to try to do the base of the card, and then I was like, oh my gosh, this is not working. So in order to get a lot of glue, I did the one that you're going to glue on top. And what I do is I just take the edge of the paper that I'm going to glue, and I kind of stick it in the glue stick further, and then it kind of scrapes more glue. So that way you're not just gliding the glue right across. Or you can use, unlike myself, you can use other glue like Fabri-Tac, or a lot of people use the glitter glue, which I haven't bought that yet, and I need to because sometimes the good old glue stick doesn't really, hold up in when you're doing like junk turtles and stuff. But for this, it held up really great. You just have to wait once it's dry to put anything in the pockets. So I just made sure that it's all good and, kind of stuck down. And the cards are kind of different. So then when I stuck them on top of each other, I had a little bit of excess. So I just took the scissors and went ahead and kind of trimmed the excess off. You could also, if you don't want to trim it, you just want to kind of leave it, you could also ink it because I love inking and that kind of hides stuff. And then here I took everything that I'm going to put in the book and I'm gathering it together, and I'm just making sure that it's in the order that I want it. And because this way I can actually see, okay, which side, the cards, which opens up good, is this the way I want it to open up? Is this the correct way? Because a lot of times, sometimes I put like my journal together and the pages were kind of messed up. And I'm like, oh, dang it. I only get one chance at like sewing down the middle, like making the spine, if you will, because I'm not going to take a seam ripper and rip that baby apart. So to me, I only get one shot. So I want to make it a good shot. So I kind of get them all lined up and I grab them, and then I take this binder clip and I kind of hold it all together so it's in one piece. And now I'm going to go and I'll make sure it's all in the middle, center like I want it, and then I'm going to go to the sewing machine and let it do its magic. So right down the middle. And here is my completed, if you will, little gratitude journal for my friend. And I put her name on the little ticket that I had. I just had a white ticket, and I kind of put some ink on it and used a brown rusty little paper or safety pin, and then I used some ribbon seam binding to kind of tie it together. And the cover, I decided just to do a big giant journaling tag, which I distressed with the ink. And I tried to do what Melissa does so well and just kind of do the ink. And then I also used the chalk ink to kind of make it a little more rustic. And then I also took it and did around the center and the pages. So here is my first page, and it's just using the little tucks for the flashcards, and just different things. I actually have a lot of stamps that I never use, so I thought this is a really good time to use them. So I took out my old stamp and I stamped some lines on the tag. This is all about journaling gratitude in this, and so I'm going to really encourage her to write in it, and that we're actually going to do that after dinner to kind of write down our thoughts and go over the verses that are in there. And I actually put little, what are those things called? I forgot all of a sudden. Dots, enamel dots on the corners, because I kept on getting messed up. Like when I would try to lift the speak card, but then it was really the believe card. So I'm going to make sure that I tell her that, because she's going to be, just getting messed up again. But like I'm just pointing out, the easier way is to have the one piece of paper instead of the two. But if you want to have the two, go ahead. And then I made a little pocket on the paper bag. And then this is the last flashcard with just some ephemera from the kit. And there's my little journal. Once again, I just wanted to show you where I got the cards at Pink Paper Peppermints. And mark your calendars, because Sherry is doing her YouTube premiere with her live chat on Friday, so don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button.